Bahrain qualifying is nearly upon us and the drivers look as if they're all geared up to go. I expect we'll be getting underway very shortly. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
So as you heard there, it's a big track for top speed. We're going to be trying to make the most of the McLaren's top speed here, but there is always one corner on this track that lets me down, so we'll get to that in a bit. You can see here on the home straight, it's an early DRS zone, but an early start-finish line as well. And it's flat out down the straight, and it's a hard braking into a very tight first corner here to the right-hand side, and then it's a quick flick left into the second corner. Easy to outbrake yourself into that first corner. And then come up to the second of 3 DRS zones on this track. And there's actually 4 long straight sections, so it's hard braking into this corner, almost a hairpin, not quite. And we come through into a technical session here, where you really need some good downforce. I lifted slightly through there, it's a bit of a scruffy first lap, hard on the brakes. And I said that there's one corner that always messes me up on this track, and this is it coming up. It's a hard left-hander braking downhill into this corner, I always mess it up. This lap's no exception, it's not going to be a particularly fast lap for me. Second DRS zone now, flat out down the back straight. And then easy to outbrake yourself into this corner as well. And it's important to get around that corner well, because that sets you up for this second corner, which is a flat-out right-hander, long sweeping turn. And then it's hard brake into this, which comes onto kind of the second back straight here. No DRS along here, but you want to get in a good position for the DRS activation point, or detection point I should say, at the end of this straight, which is there. And then that sets you up for the DRS activation zone, which is coming up in about 100 metres from now. There it is, and it's flat out across the line. And in that first run we put the car in third, but we quickly fall to 5th place. And we're going to drop even further down the table going forwards. At the end of Quali 1, we are through. We're through to Quali 2. We're in 8th. We do have good pace because, as I say, the McLaren is strong in a straight line, and that's needed for this course. As you can see, it's the 2 Toro Rossos, the 2 Williams, and the Renault of Daniel Ricciardo out in Quali 1. We're through into Quali 2 and about to start our first run here. Definitely got designs on getting through to the top 10 here in this course. McLaren's top speed should really help us with that. Forgetting to turn the DRS on at the start of the DRS zone will not help you with that though. We are one of the fastest cars in a straight line on the grid, and we do have an advantage even over cars as we go through a purple sector in sector 1 there. We do have an advantage even over some of the top cars on the grid. Cars like the Red Bulls, we're faster than them in a straight line. The Ferraris and the Mercedes are of course faster than us, and the Red Bulls are faster in general for a lap of most circuits than us. But this is a circuit where we should have a chance. Such a high speed circuit, so much focus on top speed, should give us a fighting chance in the race, and hopefully we should be able to be making a few good overtakes as well. You see we go purple for the second sector as well, so it's a good lap so far. We just need to end it well. That's not bad through the final turn. We're powering down the home straight and across the line. And after
our best lap so far is a 1:32.6.
Yeah, after that first run we're in 7th, so we're not safe. But we are in a qualifying position at the moment, but not safely through, so we will be out for another run, and here we are now. another purple first sector for us, but we are catching the Alfa Romeo very quickly. I think that's Raikkonen. In fact, it is Raikkonen. Let's hope he doesn't mess up our lap too much. We're gaining on him quickly. This is the corner I hate. Tight left-hander. He gets out of the way, but we do have to run wide to get around him. He slowed us down a little bit there, but we're still up on our previous best. Only by a couple of tenths though, so it is pretty close. Much better through those two corners though, up by half a second now as we're chasing in a qualifying time that will get us through into the top 10 shootout in the next round. We are across the line, much better time, much faster there. And we go through as the third fastest into the top 10 shootout on the third and final qualifying session. You can see Lando unfortunately doesn't make it through. He's out in 11th. He'll start in 11th place tomorrow. Kimi Raikkonen 12th, Grosjean 13th, Giovinazzi 14th, and that's Hulkenberg down in 15th place in the Renault. Renault's struggling for a bit of pace today. But we are looking good up in third, just behind the two Mercedes. Not a bad start to the lap. We are at this point, I've already decided that we're only going to be doing one run, and that's a really good line through that difficult corner that I always struggle with. That's probably the best I've taken it all weekend, including practice. We've decided that we're doing only one run in Quali 3. We've only got the one set of new soft tyres after having to do two runs in the second qualifying. And whatever time I set with brand new softs, I'm not going to beat on a set of used softs anyway, so we're going to go flat out on this run, giving it everything we've got. This is my one shot, so I just want the best qualifying position possible. We are flat out down the straight and across the line. And it's not a bad time at all.
Race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those.
And we will start in fourth on the second row.
And Max Verstappen.
Not bad at all.
Up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll
just
be
behind
back
Hamilton,
as we
Leclerc
head
and
into the Grand
Verstappen.
Prix.